here with BeeCreative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. So how is everyone doing tonight? I am doing pretty well. Whew, it has been a long week for a short week, if y'all know what I mean, because Monday we had the holiday, so this week at work was a short week, but it seemed to have lasted 2 weeks. It always seems had to be how it goes. Plus, it was the first of the month, so... But let's see who we've got here. Miss Lisa said she's going to be in the bushes because she has a headache. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa. I hope you get to feeling better. And Miss Tracy and Diane and Miss Karen and Miss Kimberly is also going to be lurking in the bushes. And welcome in Miss Darcia. So how is everyone doing? Y'all have got 2 panel guests in the basement. So we're going to jump right into the tutorial and get started on the waffle stitch, show y'all how to do it. And then I'm going to bring up my panel guest. Let's see. Karen said good, but it's hot again, 103. Girl, I feel you. Tennessee was doing good, nice fall-ish temps. And then same. It went up to the high 90s. We hit triple digits. And so, but today wasn't too bad. And then this weekend is supposed to be nice. It's supposed to, I think Saturday, the high is going to be in the 70s. So I am looking forward to that because I like the mid to high 70s, low 80s. That's my sweet spot. I like that. Hey, Michael. Says, hiya, sweetie, hiya. Oh, driving by, leaving my thummy. Well, thank you. All right, so let me change my camera and we will get started on the waffle stitch. So, y'all, this is what the waffle stitch looks like. Looks like a waffle on this side, and on this side, it is somewhat flat. You do have these little front posts, which give it some texture. But so if you see this side and you're like, oh, I'm doing it wrong. No, that's what it's supposed to look like. So you got the waffle and then that. So let me flip my camera and we'll get started. Oh, and for those that are doing the blanket, for the stitch count for August, you're going to need 198. So we finished up August with 199. Going into September, you're going to need 198. So on your second row of single crochet, just do a 1 stitch decrease to get you down to 198 and you will be ready to roll. All right, now I'll switch my camera. If I can figure out where I'm going. I always hit the wrong button, y'all, every time. Every time I hit the wrong little thing. You would think by now I would learn, but no. Alrighty, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be making a dishcloth tonight, and I am just using this yarn here, which is Crafter's Secret Cotton. It is a 4-weight. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and this color is called Vintage Green Stonewashed. All right, so for the waffle stitch, you want your chain. Your starting chain is going to be a multiple of 3 plus 2. Change that, take that screen off of there. So for this one, I'm going to chain, my multiple 3 is going to be 27, and then I'm going to add 2, so I'm going to do a total chain of 29. Oh, and I'm using a J hook, which is a 6mm. So let me count this out right quick. Oh, where's my little zoomy zoom? Let me zoom it down one time and then stop the autofocus. There we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Every time I count to 12, I have that song in my head from Sesame Street. Ah. Okay, 25, 26, 27, and then 28 and 29. And if you don't know what song I'm talking about, it's the one where they count to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they all played 12 at the Ladybug Picnic. Alrighty. Now, in the third chain from the hook, Hold on, my camera has shifted. Let's go back here so I'm not sitting sideways. There we go. Okay, so in the third chain from the hook, you're going to work a double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and work in the back bump. You don't have to do that. That's just a personal preference. So go ahead and work a double crochet in each stitch across when you get done. If you're using the same stitch count as I am, you should have 27 stitches. So easy first row, just double crochet all the way across. Now, normally for my dishcloths, I've been doing a starting chain or a stitch count of 25. I started to go down to 24, but the waffle stitch is a bit dense, like basket weave and the rice stitch. So I decided I would go ahead and go with the 27 instead, so that it is a decent size washcloth. So in chat, have any of y'all done the waffle stitch before? Let me know. The waffle stitch, once you get past this first row of double crochet, is a two row repeat. And it is easier than I initially thought it was going to be. I used to let stitches like this intimidate me, and I wouldn't even try them because I'm like, nope, can't do that. But once I finally sat down and read how to do it and took the time to try it, I realized that they're not nearly as difficult as I thought they were going to be. And then when I get to the end down here, I am going to double check my stitch count, because it is important that I have the stitch count correct for this one. A lot of times I can fudge it, and I probably could this one too, but I'd rather it just be the right amount. So, whoa. Okay, so there's my last one. So let me double count my stitches here. Alrighty, 27. Woohoo! Okay, now your turning chain here, this 2, this is not going to count as a stitch. Some tutorials will have that count. I do not. It just hangs out there. It's nothing. Hey Rudy, welcome in. All right, so now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Alrighty, in this first stitch here, we're going to work a double crochet. You can do a standing, you can do your chain 2, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to do a chain 1 and get going. Alrighty, on this next one here, the second one, we're going to work a front post double crochet. So you're going to yarn over, take your hook in front of your work and slide it behind that post. And then work a front post double. So you're going to yarn over and pull that yarn behind the post. And then finish out your double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then in the next 2 stitches, what have I done? Hold on. What did I do? There we go. I twisted it. Okay, in these next 2 stitches, you're going to work a double crochet right into the top of these stitches. Just a regular old double crochet going right into the top of the stitch. And that is your repeat for this row. You're going to work a front post followed by 2 standard double crochets all the way across until you have 3 stitches left, I believe. Nope, 2 stitches left. I had to look at my notes, y'all. Okay, so front post, 2 doubles. Aw, thank you, Miss Nancy. And hello. She says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and share me out. Thank you. Probably could have went even with a smaller hook. This yarn is a little bit thin, but but I was thinking that this hook would be a good size because it is a dense fabric, so we'll see. I may have to frog it back and go down a hook size, but for right now, for this part, we're just going to let it roll. And if I need to, I can frog it back when I get my panel ladies up. But I don't want it to be too dense, but I also don't want it to be super holey. You know, there's that sweet spot. You don't want it too loosey-goosey, and I don't want it too stiff. So we'll see how it works up after a couple of rolls. Now, some tutorials I have seen, or patterns, will have you start out with what I'm going to call row 3, and like that here. So it really doesn't matter which one you start with. After you do your row of double crochet, you're going to get the same effect. It's just going to be, one side is going to be, if you start like I have, your row 2 is going to be your right side facing you. If you start with the row 3, then your wrong side will be facing you on 2. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. Okay, so we have 2 stitches left. We're going to go and do this one as a front post double crochet, and then work a double crochet in that last stitch. Now, your first and last stitch for this is always going to be a double crochet, just a regular old double. So there we go. Okay, then we're going to chain 1 and turn. All right, and so like I said, your first and last stitch are always going to be a double crochet. So in this first stitch, work a double crochet. And now your repeat for this row is you're going to do a double crochet followed by 2 front post doubles. So you're going to do a double and then 2 front post double crochets. And what this is doing is it's kicking the top of those double crochets to the other side, and that's what's going to give you the crossbar of your waffle. So double crochet, just a regular old double crochet right in the top of the stitch, and then in the next 2 work front post double crochets. So this row, I believe it was Nastasia Donna Wolf, she starts hers with, hey Zach, he says he's been a member for 5 months. Awesome sauce. So we're going to do a double crochet and then 2 front post. So what I was saying is Donna Wolf, she starts, so instead of what I did as row 2, she uses what I'm calling row 3 as her row 2 and then flip-flops them. It doesn't matter which one you start with, so long as you are consistent in how you do it. So standing double. Oh, thank you, Miss Lisa. Hold on just a second, y'all. I got to play a video. Zach says, I don't know how Pam has put up with me for 5 months. Aw, thanks, Zach. All right, Miss Lisa, let's go over here. This is for you. I appreciate that very much. And I appreciate all of my members. And I appreciate each and every one of you for just coming and hanging out with me and watching my videos. That's really all I expect from anybody. I do appreciate it very, very much. To just watch the videos. I hope y'all are enjoying this stitch along tutorial series we've got going. I did finish my blanket section for August. It took me a minute because, whoo, you know, it's hard to get motivated when it's 100 degrees outside or in the high 90s to put a blanket on you and work on it. But I did finish it. It was raining over the weekend, and so I thought that's a good time to finish it. So I did get it done. But then, you know what? I left it in the living room. So I will show it next week, and we'll go over again how to get started on the September sampler section. Okay, so now we finished all the way across. We have 2 stitches left. So on row 3, in the last 2 stitches, you're going to work just regular double crochets, just a standard double crochet in the top of each of those stitches. And that is what you do to do the waffle. So then you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you will repeat rows 2 and 3 until you get your project as long as you want it to be. And the longer it gets, the more little squares you get, and it'll look like a waffle. And I got to tell y'all, when I was working this up over the weekend, I wanted waffles something bad. And all I had was frozen, like, they aren't even Eggos. It's like generic Eggos. That's not what I wanted. I wanted like a light and fluffy one. I almost went to Waffle House. But then it started pouring down rain. I was like, nah. So that's what the front side looks like. So this is your right side. And then this here is your wrong side as far as the waffle stitch. But I mean, it still is a nice little, you know, it still has a nice little textured stitch. So, hey, Chris K, welcome in. Alrighty, y'all. So let me bring up my panel, ladies, and we will continue working on the stitch. So we've got Miss Nancy from Little Treasures by Nancy, and y'all, Miss Cynthia from Cynthia's Joyful Creations.
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all doing tonight?
I'm a row behind.
All right, let me change my camera for a second here so that I can, so that everybody can see everybody for a minute. There we go. So, Miss Cynthia, welcome to the panel. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. Thank you for inviting me.
You are so very welcome anytime. Darcia says, am I working with the furls? Yes, ma'am. It is a J hook. I'm showing it to this camera like you can see it. It is a J. It is an Odyssey. I do like these. I've heard through the grapevine in a chat, someone was saying they had heard they were bringing them back. I have not heard the official word or heard anything. I've looked on Furl's website and through some of the chats, and I haven't seen anything about it. So
I haven't either.
Hopefully they are, because I like them. But as of right now, I can't find anything to verify that fact. So if it is in fact a fact or a rumor.
That would be nice if it is.
Yes, because I have a couple of the stream ones. They're just not my favorite. They slip out of my hands and I drop them. Hey, Jenny, welcome in.
Hey, Jenny.
So, yeah. But yes, it is a furl. So, ladies, have either of y'all done the waffle stitch before?
This is my first time.
I've done it once on a dishcloth. That's it.
It is like I said, when I first saw it, I was like, I can't do that. And then I didn't even look at it. I just kept going. Like I saw it in a magazine or a pattern book, and I was like, nope. I let all those stitches scare me away for so long. And then finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it anyway and see. And once I sat down and looked at it, I'm like, oh, it's just double crochets. It's just a matter of where you put the double crochet. So it was a lot easier than I thought. But I'm not digging the way this hook is looking with this. So I'm definitely going to have to go down a hook size because it's very holy. And it's not a holy stitch. So
it doesn't go to church?
It might need to.
It might need to.
So I'm gonna go down a hook size. I'm gonna go down to an I. And as y'all know, all 4 weights are not created equal. So I'm gonna go down a hook size and try that again. Zach said he'll be right back. He's switching over to his laptop because he doesn't like typing on his phone. And see, I'm just the opposite. And I think it's the way I have my laptop sitting because I have to type up here like this. And on my phone, I can just like.
Same thing, my keyboard's way up here. I can move my keyboard because it's wireless, but that's too much work.
So I can get it out faster that way. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my camera sitting like this. I'll turn over here and around here like this so that I can get caught back up with myself here. I'll just
Good, because I got stuck on row number 3.
okay.
Because I was finishing row number 2 while you were doing number 3, so I wasn't listening.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll do a repeat. Lots and lots of repeats. It's okay. Okay.
I'm going to switch my camera.
Okay.
I'm going to have to ask you real quick. Did you draw that picture behind you?
Which one?
The one that was right behind Nancy.
Oh, Nancy, show your picture.
That's not a picture.
Show
that is scroll sawed.
Here, let me switch a rosy to you. I'm gonna make you big so you can show it off. So
Nancy
another YouTuber
me at the stuff she makes, but oh my gosh, I think this tops
so
it.
Herb, what is this? Is it Herb Scroll Sawing? Is that the name of his channel? Herb
Scrolling Station.
There you
is
go.
The one that took my picture and made a pattern.
He created the pattern for and then sent it to another YouTuber up in Canada. What if I could, John C? And then he scrolled it out. Scrolled it.
I don't.
Wow.
The reflection. I'm trying. There we go.
There we go. Wow, that is amazing.
So there's over over 800 cuts in just my section alone. So I'm the first layer, and then Earl's the second layer. The chair behind is the fourth layer, and then he even put little. These little terracotta pots are actually made out of wood that he cut, and then there's louvers back here too. So it's. Hold on a second.
That is talent.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
he did an amazing job, and like watching the process of it over on John's channel was pretty neat. So Nancy, there you go. That's what I was going to say. You got the picture.
Oh wow!
So that's the picture.
I mean, look how phenomenally detailed and close that is to the actual picture. It just,
yeah, he even got the background stuff, like she was saying, like the little pot and everything. Everybody's saying that's beautiful, amazing.
There you go. And the glasses, you can't tell, but he put acrylic plastic for the lenses too.
Oh wow,
that's super cool.
He's got an acrylic cover in the front too. So
that is nice.
It won't get dusty or anything.
And that's many, many, many hours of sitting at the saw.
Sure. Let me see if I can get.
Wow, look at that.
That's individually cut.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here, pull up my YouTube, and grab John's channel link so y'all can go check him out. And do you have Herb's? Does he have Herb has a channel, doesn't he?
Herb Scrolling Station.
Thank you for sharing that, Nancy.
Thank you.
And for those that don't know, John has been learning how to crochet and has started a second channel. Not detailing, but showing his journey. Okay, so this is John's channel.
And this one here is inside my miniature living room, which is. Well, hold on. The picture's hiding it. Which is back there.
I love your houses. You just blow me away.
Okay. Whoop, I left out an R. Oh, well, if YouTube knew what I meant. Look at that. Okay, and so here's Herb.
It's sitting there. It's sitting there for a few days until Earl hangs it up. Because we already know where it's going. It's just a matter of getting it, get them screwed. Because when we built Earl's office walls, even though the spacing between one stud and the other stud was only 16 inches, which is okay for studs, we put one in the middle so we can hang this guy up. So it can be extra supportive back there.
Supported. Yes. Yes, yes.
Because if that thing fell in the middle of the night, I'd probably hear Nancy all the way up here in Tennessee from Florida. Screaming.
I probably would. And our son took that picture. We were in a restaurant, and I gave him my phone. He'll take a picture. And I think that's the favorite picture of me and Earl.
Oh, see, so it's a family thing. So Jay took the picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, let's see here.
I don't think I could be more excited when I did the live yesterday.
I know I need to go back and watch that again. I started it and then so I need to go back because I saw like the cover pictures like you and Earl and he's like right here.
Yeah, I switched it back because I just went live. I didn't, and I had the overhead camera on. I should have switched it before going live, but I didn't. But so it was.
See, I didn't even realize it was alive.
Yeah.
I saw you had to pip the picture. Hey, Susan, welcome in. Let's see. Mr. Zach says he gave up crochet. I just couldn't get the hang of it, and it wasn't bringing me enjoyment, so I gave my yarn and hooks a good home. Hey, Zach, that is okay. Not every craft is for everybody, and you gave it a shot, and you gave it plenty of time to try it out to know that it's just not for you, and that's cool because you've got your beads, you got your bracelets and stuff. So,
yes,
I've tried knitting several times, and it's just not for me. And I tried everything at least once or twice, and like, okay, I like it. I'll keep on going. I really don't like it.
Yeah, sometimes knitting makes me want to throw my needles across the room, especially trying to get like working in the round for the first time. Cynthia she knows. I didn't think I was ever going to get all the way back around and it not be twisted. I finally got to a point I'm like, you know what? If it is twisted, this is for me and it's just going to stay twisted. And that's just how it is. So let's see. Miss Jenny says hello to everybody in chat. Excuse her for missing everybody. That's okay. That's what I do. I come into people's chats. I used to try to say hey to everybody individually. Now I just come in. I'm like, hey, everybody. It's just so much easier. But she said she hopes all is well with each and every one of you. Well, thank you much. Karen says she saw you were like a kid at Christmas, Nancy.
I was so excited. Well, I've been getting some Amazon packages. So UPS dropped the package. And it must have been something I ordered that came through UPS instead of, because from Amazon, they drop it off at the post office and the post office. So I'm like, oh, it must be something I ordered from. So when I started opening it, and then I saw the top, it was wood. It's like, I couldn't believe it. Because he said he was going to send me the tracking number, and he did. I guess he wanted
Mr. Sneaky Pete, man. Being all sneaky.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I got to address that.
Hi, Diane.
Hey, Diane. He says he feels like giving up. He feels that by giving up, he feels like a failure. No, sir.
No.
You're not a failure. You tried it. You didn't like it. That doesn't make you a failure. That just means it wasn't for you. You have to try things. Just like I've tried to eat certain foods. I don't like them. Doesn't mean that somebody else don't like them. It just means that I don't like it. I don't consider that a failure. I consider that it's just not for me.
There's hundreds and hundreds of craft with hobbies out there. You can't do them all. You keep on trying it. Okay, let me try another one, and maybe the next one is the one that's gonna take off.
Exactly.
I mean, like, y'all know how much I talked about dolls. I'm going to do dolls. That's what I'm going to do. And I started making a doll. I haven't finished it because I've come to learn I don't like dolls.
Crochet?
But I do crochet. But I did find out what I do enjoy, and that's making baby clothes and baby blankets. So guess what? That's what I'm mainly doing.
See, and that's me. I like making blankets.
I just don't like making the dolls, but I will finish it eventually.
I like making the dolls and the toys and all that stuff.
I'll leave it to you, Nancy.
And see, I tried amigurumis. I made a bunch of amigurumis one year. I don't know if I just burnt myself out on them making them for a show, or if I take that back. I don't mind making amigurumis that I can do in one shot or just a 2-part thing. Like I made a bunch of jellyfish. I figured out how I can make the jellyfish, the base of it, and do all their little tentacles without having to sew them in. Because every recipe, every pattern wanted you to make them separate and sew them on. And I'm like, no. All you're doing is chaining down and then double, triple, whatever, and stitching each one. And I'm like, I can go down and come back up and slip stitch and just keep working in the round. So that's how I did it. So when I got done, I had the top, the bottom, a quick little single crochet all the way around. Ta-da, done. It's sewing all the pieces parts together. I'm like, I'm afraid they're just going to like fall apart, Okay, we had a question for Miss Nancy. Hold on, let me scroll back up. Let's see. Oh, and there's Jenny. She said she tried macrame. I tried it, just couldn't get it. See, Zach? So everybody has a craft that they've tried that they didn't like, except for Nancy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, there he is. Yes, everybody has one. Let's see. Jenny said she's learning crazy patchwork and enjoying it. That's fun. Awesome. Okay, here it is. So Miss Karen wants to know to Cynthia if you have talked to Miss Jeannie. She misses her lives.
And Zach down the road said that she posted a community tab saying that she's coming back in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay.
That's wait down for.
I was going to say, I actually just sent her a text today telling her that we've been missing her. I know she's been doing a lot with her job and working, but anyway, and I'm looking to see if she sent me a message back yet, but she has not.
Yeah,
because she's busy.
Exactly. It is hard. It is hard. Cynthia knows, and like with Cynthia and I, we both worked. Or I think so. I don't want to speak for you. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I'll say for me. For me, I worked a full-time job when I started my YouTube channel. So I have slowly made time for my channel. And I know a lot of people start their YouTube channel and then go back to work. And it's harder to juggle. It's hard to juggle both. You have to find that balance. And you can't do, if you're on your channel and devoting, 80 hours, 40, 50 hours a week, however many you're doing towards your YouTube channel, and then you add in a 40-hour, 30-hour, any part-time job, whatever, into that schedule, there's only so many hours in the day, and you got to still sleep and eat and have family time.
What is that?
So,
well, as you know, I've just backed off on some of my segments on my channel, and then I'm doing some, but instead of doing them every week, they're every other week, because you're right, working 40 hours a week and then coming in and working 40 hours on the channel, there's not much time for anything else, and sleep was lacking.
It's a lot.
Eventually it catches up with you.
It's a lot. Okay, y'all, I must see, that's what I get. I didn't double count before I
will smack your hand, Zach, because you and I've had that conversation before too. Don't say sorry. Take that word out your vocabulary.
Exactly. Oh, let's see.
Because he said sorry for, I should have let Cynthia answer. I'm like, if you know the answer, that's okay to answer.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Let's see. Miss Jenny said, Pam, your crocheting is very neat and lots of patterns you can do. Wow, clever. Oh, thanks, Miss Jenny. Zach, that is okay. You answered as they were saying. That's quite all right. I had not seen that community post. I missed it. And I do try to lurk, y'all, in as many lives as I can.
It's hard. I mean, I was grateful when you let me know that you were doing your 100th episode last week, and I was really sad that I couldn't come, but I'm glad I could make it today.
Yay! Me too.
101.
That's right.
That's just that is just wild to me that it's, that I've made it this far, I guess,
I
Who
can't
would have
remember you
thought?
trying to get started.
Do what?
I remember you trying to get started.
Yeah, because I was like, I am not going live. I was doing the videos and stuff, and I was hanging out at Cynthia's, and she's like, you can come up on panel, come on. I was like, mm-mm. And then Connie from Just Another Stitch emailed and was like, hey, would you like to come up on panel with me? And I was like, I don't know if I do or not. So I was like, okay. And so,
hey, Nana Michelle. Granny
hey, Nana Michelle. Hey, Granny D. She said she is being a lurking gherkin. That is quite all right. You lurk away.
Nana Michelle says, hi, everyone. My sorry radar must have been up, Zach.
You summoned her.
It says, I knew you said the S word. Just kidding, Zach.
Chris Gag, crochet something simple so I don't listen to Pam's instructions. Well, you crochet away right now because right now I'm just getting caught back up. I just finished up my row 2.
Okay, I need to know how to do row 3.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera back around.
There we go.
And so just plug your ears, Chris, for just a second. while I get the next row going. But yeah, y'all, the waffle stitch 2-row repeat is not that hard. Once you get the hang of it and the concept of what you're doing. So this is your right side. This is your wrong side. But it looks like a waffle. Hence the name. Okay, so let me switch my camera. We'll do this first. I hit the right button this time. You would think I would remember, but no.
So at the end of the second row, after you do the front post, you do 2 double crochet.
On the second row, no, you do your front post and then you end with a double crochet.
Oh, just 1 double crochet
for row 2. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did something wrong.
Nana Michelle says she has 20 minutes, then I have to summon myself to bed. Stupid 5 a.m. I feel you.
So 1 double crochet at the end.
Yes.
Okay. Glad I asked.
Feel you. There you go. Chris K is making a shopping bag. Awesome. Yeah, Nana Michelle, I feel you because that's how I've been all week. Just adulting, work, blah. But you know what? I have to pay the bills. I have to buy yarn. Okay.
That's why you work?
Bills, then yarn. Okay, so y'all chain 1 and turn. So we're going to redo row 3, and then I'll go back over row 2 again for the repeat.
Okay.
Okay, so in the first stitch of row 2, work a double crochet.
Okay.
Okay, and then your repeat for this row is double crochet. So you'll do 2 regular double crochets at the start of the row.
Okay.
And then you're going to do 2 front post double crochets. And you can, as you get further along, you'll see, you can kind of tell which ones are going to be your double crochets. So work 2 front post doubles.
I see them.
And then you will do a regular double crochet right in the top of this one. Now, if you flip it back, this is the one, this is the one that was a front post double on the other side. So now you're going to just work a regular double crochet in the top of that one.
Hold on.
And then in the next 2, work.
Okay, I see it now. I see it. I had to turn it around to check it out.
And Miss Lisa says, I don't know how people work full-time and run a YouTube channel. I started out slowly, like posting 1 or 2 videos like every 3 or 4 months. And then slowly just had to build up to it. And I go live on Thursday nights because I don't work on Friday. I did work today, but yeah. Miss Granny D said, pretty stitch. Thank you.
That green's pretty too.
It is. And y'all, this is just Crafter Secret cotton from Hobby Lobby. I've got autofocus off, y'all. I guess I should turn it back on, but sometimes when I'm crocheting, it wants to well, come on now.
Zoom in and
Like
out.
that. Yeah, it wants to zoom. There we go.
It wants to bounce.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's that's not what I wanted to show y'all. Yeah, there it is. Vintage green stonewash is the color. This I paid $2.99 for at some point in time. I really don't think that's what they are now, but it could be. This has probably been in my stash for a minute or two. So row 3, you repeat standing or a standard double crochet followed by 2 front post double crochets all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. Miss Diane said she just retired, but I am not going to do a channel. That is quite all right. It is not for everybody. I mainly did it because I used to do a blog on my website. And a lot of my blog readers were wanting videos to go with some of the blogs. And so they really encouraged me to do it. And so then I was like, well, if I did that and I recorded a video on how I'm making the stuff, then when I lose my notebooks with all my patterns in them, because y'all know I'm not organized and I do that, lose them. They're in this house. They're not lost. They're just temporarily hiding. But then I could just go back and watch my own video to see what I did and then recreate it. So.
Congratulations, by the way, Diane, on your retirement.
Yes, congrats. Spring!
Hello, Spring!
Hey, Miss Spring. Y'all, Spring posted some glass beads that, oh my goodness, they are so pretty. So pretty. Y'all go check out her community tab because they are awesome. She made these glass beads. Gorgeous.
That's another craft I want to do is lampwork bead, but I know that I can't add more. I gotta be realistic.
Alrighty, y'all. I'm at the end here, and when you get to the end and you have 2 stitches left, you just work a double crochet, a regular double crochet right in the top of each stitch.
Hold on. My yarn got tangled.
Okie dokie.
So
So row 3, you end with 2 doubles. So you start and end the same. So you start with 2 double crochets and then 2 front post double crochets and then 1 double, 2 front post, 1 double, 2 front post for row 3.
Okay, I ended up with 3. I did something wrong.
Did you do your 2 front posts?
Mm-hmm. Actually, no, I only did 1.
Okay, let me scroll back up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Spring says, thank you. You are so very welcome. And, whoa, let's see here. Zach says to Miss Cynthia, he can't wait for the 30th. Woohoo! And I already saw she said she was replying back to him. And Miss Granny D says to Diane, we appreciate you being a great supporter. She has been with her since the start. Awesome. Zach is also telling Diane that she's been with him from the start, and that's amazing supporter in my eyes. Exactly. Granny D saying she loves retirement. Yay. Let's see. Jenny said she was so shy to have a YouTube channel. Took her 3 goes and changed my name. Aw. There's Cynthia. Let's see. Darcia said, I have to frog mine. Looks like I'm missing some stitches. Hey, Bridget. All right. So do we need to recap? Do we need to do it again? Okay, so the main thing to remember, let me zoom back just a little. Okay, so the main thing to remember is you want your stitch count, your working stitch count is going to be a multiple of 3. So you can add this to any project. Now it is going to draw up. It is a dense fabric, but it's multiple of 3. So as long as you've got your stitch count at a multiple of 3, you should be good to go. And like I said, once you get past the first, like probably, I'd say, let me flip it over. After you get past the initial first couple of rows, you'll be able to really see what stitch goes where as you go.
Yeah.
Like these, like when I'm when this side's facing me, these are front posts. And then each of these little that appears to be an indentation is actually just a regular standard double crochet. It just looks like it's a back post or hiding back there because these are front posts. Spring said, I bet it's squishy. It is squishy. It makes a great squishy fabric.
Jeannie says, I'm still camera shy, but I keep trying. You don't have to have the camera on your face. Have the camera on your hands. That's when I started my channel. All my videos were, because I didn't do lives at first. I did videos and it was always my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what I did. I started with tutorials, and sometimes, you know, you just don't feel like being on camera, so you just, you know, show your hands and do your tutorials and go on your way.
Yep.
Nana Michelle said, I love the waffle stitch. It's so squishy. It is. It is a great squishy fabric. Goody D said that would make a really nice blanket or lap blanket for the kids that like to fiddle with things. Great texture. Yes. It also makes great washcloths. Now, I was designing a cardigan a while back. And when I say a while back, I mean like before I started my YouTube channel a while back. So, you know. And I was using this as the cuff for the sleeve. And also was doing it around the bottom of the cardigan. But then when I got it all the way around, I was using I was doing like a stitch sampler type cardigan sweater thingy. But I was using all different kinds of stitches. And so this stitch, like I said, draws up on itself. So I should have, now that I've learned more about mixing and matching the stitches, I need to go back and revisit it. The parts that I did with this, I need to go up a hook size and make the others down a hook, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spring said she's been making a waffle square Afghan for her king-side beds for years now using James C. Brett DK. Ooh, that's going to be like a weighted blanket when you're done. But it's going to be awesome. Okay.
I was going to share that on my Yarn Joy adventures. That's why I started including bloopers so that people that maybe want to start a channel can see that it doesn't have to be perfect, you know?
No,
exactly.
And just be yourself and, you know, embrace it.
Exactly. Because that's what I did. I have a few blooper. Like I was going to like save them all and then do like a blooper reel, which I have done a couple of those videos, but then I forget where they're at. And in the editing process, I don't actually save them where I need to save them because editing is time consuming if you know, and you don't have to edit. I mean, if you want to just leave it all in, you can leave it all in. You can put as much time and effort into your channel as you want. And I'm looking at the camera over there like y'all can see me. Oh my goodness. What were you saying, Cynthia?
I was gonna say even putting it together to make a video is time consuming.
Mm-hmm. It is.
But fun.
It is, and I really enjoy it. And I think that's the thing. If it's kind of like Zach with crochet. If I didn't enjoy, let me turn my camera. So y'all, when I'm not doing anything, when I'm not crocheting, I need to be seeing y'all.
There you are.
Yeah, there I am. So if you're not enjoying it, then it's work. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're having fun with it, do it. If you're not having fun with it, then it's too much like work. Spring said, yep, she'll work on it for a while, then put it away for a while. I understand. I have several projects that are like that. Granny D says she has never learned to edit, so what you see is what you get. That is.
And you know what? I actually enjoy those people and their videos even more because it's more genuine and real. It's like the real deal. you know. So.
And some of mine I do that way. Some of them that was the biggest thing, I guess, when I started going live, is because I have a lot of outtakes, or I'll say
Bridget.
something and I get it all like, and and it's just like that. I forget what I'm saying. I'll be saying one thing and I'll mean something else, so then I'll have to start all over. And when you're live, you don't have that luxury. What you hear is what you hear.
What I did at the beginning, I think my first 2-3 years is all edited videos, and once I started going live, I'm like, I like this better. And I don't mind editing, when it's something that I can't do live.
Mm-hmm.
But to edit 2-3 videos a week, that gets a little.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the shorts have been really fun. I've had fun with some of the shorts, but
yeah, the shorts are fun and quick and easy to do.
Mm-hmm. Let me go back up. Let's see. Miss Jenny said, "Thank you to Miss Cynthia. She just keeps bloopering because I don't know how to edit yet." And you don't have to. Bridget says she doesn't often edit, and I agree with Nancy on that. Like, since I've been going live, I tend to edit less. But
yeah,
let's see. Jenny said she enjoys having a YouTube channel because I get to meet all you lovely, kind crafters. Exactly. And I think I've said this several times before. That was the one thing that surprised me about YouTube, is the friendships that I have made. Because without YouTube, I wouldn't have met Nancy and I wouldn't have met Cynthia.
And we're all over the world.
Mm-hmm. And now we have friends, everywhere, from here to Australia. And somebody asked about Ursula. I haven't heard anything from Ursula lately. I don't know if anybody else did. I did see that question, and I guess the chat jumped and I forgot to go back to it. I knew she was taking time off, but I have not heard anything. Let's see here.
I do the tutorials for sure. I agree with Spring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, same. I do edit my tutorials, and I try to put in words like. And sometimes I was watching one of my older videos back that when I first started, like, I was like, y'all, I didn't know how to edit. And so my first few videos, I was like, how does anybody do this? Because it took me like all day long. I had like a little script over here, and I was trying, because I couldn't remember what I wanted to say. It took me forever because it was like, it was like I was recording a TV show and I had to say the whole thing, or like a play, and I had to say the whole. Then I was like, there's got to be an easier way. And then I discovered the magic of editing, and there are free software or free apps. Mm-hmm.
This was my next video, my next recorded video, because you don't want to watch a 4-hour video.
That is so cute.
Blue dry.
Me putting this together, so it does have to be edited.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jenny said that was her.
Not everybody's gonna sit there for 4 hours watching you put something together.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to see how the steps, and then show me the final item.
Exactly. And sometimes I'll put on a video or a live, and just while it'll be playing in the background while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah. Especially when they're just talking.
Yeah. As Spring says, yep, lives are great for folks to get to know you and your silly side as well as the serious side. Exactly.
Okay.
People aren't perfect. That is true.
The fourth row, you do it ends with one single crochet. I mean, one double crochet, or two.
Yes, one. Mm-hmm.
So,
here I'll turn my camera back around. I said
1, 2. Okay.
I said I was going to do that, didn't I? Okay. I'll turn my camera back around, and I'll redo. So row 4 is going to be a repeat of row 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Granny,
I did it.
Yay! And seeing it's starting to look like a waffle.
There you go.
Let's see. Miss Granny D said she messaged Ursula. They used to text quite a bit when she was on, and she has not gotten back to her. Which she's heard others say that they have also messaged her and not gotten a response, which makes her worry. But she just keeps her and her family in her prayers. And it may be one of those things where something happened with their phone and they had to get a whole new number, and she may not be getting it, or she may have had to deactivate a Facebook or however you're messaging her. But hopefully everything is well with her. And like Granny D said, just keep her and her family in your prayers, and hopefully she'll be able to come back and just show back up one day and be like, ta-da, here I am.
Okay. But like she said, just keep her in your prayers.
All right, let me switch my camera back around, and we will. Let's see. Hold on. Lisa said something. Oh yeah, people aren't perfect. Exactly. People were saying
we are.
See, and I'd already read that, and I'd already forgot. See, that's me, y'all.
We aren't perfect. Man.
Oh wait. Okay, before I turn the camera, y'all, it's time for Jeopardy question. Hold up. Okay. I'm gonna say I got the answer question to this one half right. I don't think my answer, if I was on Jeopardy, they would be like,
nope,
that is incorrect. So, but since we're on my channel, I'm gonna say I was half-ish right. I had one of the words correct. We'll put it that way. And when it pops up, you'll know what I'm talking about when I show it. So, all right, let me go over here and bring up the question, answer, whatever.
I'm not perfect. I'm frogging.
Frog. Alrighty, so we've got the category is now American colleges, and in the little Jeopardy book or the Jeopardy calendar thing, this would have been a final Jeopardy question. So this is just a 1 week category. American colleges and universities. And the answer is the 1862 Morrill Act. And I'm guessing I'm saying that right. I don't know. Morrill. So if you're lurking and listening, that's how it's spelled. The 1862 Morrill Act gave states federal acreage to sell for school funds, leading to the creation of 69 of these. So there you go. So good luck, y'all. Type what you think the question is to that in the chat. Hey, Rachel. She says, good evening, everyone. Zach says, I'm a person. I'm not a person. I'm an alien. Oh, so you must have came over from Connie's channel. Connie is our alien-loving friend. Zach says, sorry, I had a long day at work. Whew, me too, Zach. Me too. It's been a long week at work, and it's only been a 3-day work week because we had the holiday on Monday here in the States. So, yeah. But it was a long
back.
So, okay. So, while y'all do that, I will switch my camera around, and y'all type what you think the answer is in the chat. Or the question to the answer. You know what I mean.
We know. Mm-hmm. It's hard to figure out how to do the Jeopardy questions because it says questions.
Mm-hmm. But you don't have to answer it in the form of a question if you don't want to. You can just write it in. So we've got one answer coming in from Chris K. She says, "What are state colleges?"
Good answer.
That is a good answer. And we'll about 15 after we will drop the correct question to the answer. And I'm not saying if she's correct or not. I'm just saying that's when I'll drop it. Okay, so the repeat. So I've just done my third row, so I'm going to chain one and turn.
Granny D says, I was thinking what Chris said.
Gotcha. Zach said he's only worked 3 days and still got tomorrow and Saturday to go.
We had to work Monday. They made us do a parade.
Do what?
We had to work Monday. They made us do a parade. We were in the Labor Day parade.
Oh, fun though. But
yeah, ice cream, so that was fun.
But when you want to just sit and not do anything.
Yes.
No labor on Labor Day.
Except
All
crochet.
Right. Exactly. All right, y'all. So repeat of row 2 is you start out with a double crochet, and then you do 1 front post double, followed by 2 standard regular old double crochets right into the top of the stitch. So your repeat is front post double, 2 regular doubles, and you'll do that all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. So front post, 2 regular doubles.
Lisa also answered, what are colleges? Do you chain 1 or 2 at the end of the row?
I've been chaining 1, but you can chain 2 or whatever you prefer, or you can start with a stacked double. It is whatever y'all want to do. I have just been doing a chain of 1.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I know a lot of patterns call for a chain 2 just to get you up to the height of that, but I don't know. I just do a chain 1 and go on my merry way.
That's how I like to do it too.
Do what?
That's how I like to do it too. I've often found when you do the chains to count as a stitch, it actually doesn't keep the side, smooth and clean.
I'm saying
so I like to do the chain 1 and then just go ahead and do the stitch itself.
Yep. I don't.
And it's the height perfect enough.
And I've tried to do the hold on, I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I don't know what it's called. It's a variation, and I don't know that I love it. I've tried it a couple of times in projects just to see, and I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm almost to the end here. And if y'all know what it's called, just let me know. But okay, so when I get to the end of row 4 here, so the repeat of row 2, I have 2 stitches left. So you end with a front post, 1 front post double, and then the last stitch is just a regular old double crochet.
I think that'd be too tall for my coffee cup.
Okay. Cynthia said she likes that answer too, so that's hers, colleges. We only had to work Tuesday to Saturday this week, off Sunday, which is good because it gives them a day off on the weekend. Exactly. Okay, so does anybody know what this is called? It's where you don't chain, you don't do anything. You just pull that loop up, you wrap your hook around it, hold it, and then go right back into that stitch. This is why I don't like it. It's fiddly. And then you use that as your yarn over. Pull 32, pull 32.
I'm good with my 1 chain.
I mean, it looks nice if you get it tight enough. I don't know what it's called. I guess it's just a variation on a double crochet. I don't know. But has anybody ever done that one? And if so, do you know what it's called?
No,
I've never seen that.
I'll show y'all again and y'all let me know. So you pull it up, your loop that's on so no chain, no nothing. You just pull it up a little bit. I use my thumb to hold it in place. You take your hook and wrap it underneath. So
Jeannie says my answer is, what was the Moore Act of 1862?
I hear you. Chris K says it's called a mock double. That sounds good to me. And then you take your hook and go in. Then you draw up your loop. And then you pull it behind. This counts as 1. It's like I said, it's fiddly. But, if you can get the hang of it, because you would have no little bumpies at all on the side. So
I'm okay with bumpies. No big deal. But it's not that bad, the bumpies.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think they're very noticeable. And I think once it's all said and done, it looks pretty, it's a pretty straight edge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're on the back side, or the wrong side, however you want to word it. And you're going to start with your double crochet. So this is just a repeat of row 3. And then your repeat for the repeat of 3 for this one is you do a regular double crochet followed by 2 front post doubles. Then you do a double. And then 2 front post double.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're all right. And then that is your repeat. Double, 2 front post double, double, 2 front post double. And when you switch it around this next time to go into, let's see, what row are we on? So we've done 3, 4, 5. When you flip it over the next time, then you're really going to start to see that waffle stitch come out. You're going to start to see waffles.
I can see waffles already.
Yay.
Pam, you said 3, 4, 5, and all of a sudden I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what is the name of that song?
It's the Mambo or something, right?
Yeah, Mambo number 5 or something. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying. There you go.
That's looking good. I guess I can make us back all equal again. Let's see. Zach said I'm going to leave running. I'm going to jump in the shower. All right, Zach. It's almost time for us to drop the answer. About another 5 minutes. Question, answer. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I do every time I count to 12 and I'm on a live and I'm counting out loud or doing a video or a tutorial that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know y'all know the song. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they all played 12 at the Ladybug picnic. And then I don't remember anything else after that. I just know that that's how that part goes. Let's see. Lisa says, Cynthia, when Pam lets everyone drop their channels, can you drop yours? Absolutely. And when this live ends, I will try to remember to go back and add the panel's links to the description. So if y'all are catching this on the replay, you can quickly go find the links to their channels.
We have bingo at my house tomorrow night, so y'all come play bingo.
Ooh, bingo. Fun. I usually start out at Miss Cynthia's. She has trivia too on Fridays. So she has, and then Nancy has her tiny or craft with me Fridays. So y'all are both on there. Ta-da!
Yeah, I'm going to be doing some locker hooking.
See, I had never heard of locker hooking until
Me neither.
Was it Angel that
Angel talked about it?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been researching it on on YouTube and other places, and the ones that drew my attention were the ones made with fabric strips. I did a sample with the yarn,
mm-hmm.
but for tomorrow's live I'm gonna do the fabric strips.
That'll be cool.
The one with the yarn didn't it was blah. It looks blah. You know what I mean?
Yep. Let's see. Miss Rachel said it's nice to know someone else grew up on Ladybug 12. Yep. Ladybug 12 picnic. Exactly. Hey, Rudy. Rudy says 9:07. Yep. 9:09 here. Y'all, StreamYard is behind.
So Nancy, what time is your live on Friday?
8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. I have to miss it because I understand.
Mm-hmm. She also goes live on Tuesday night. She has Tiny Tuesday. She makes a bunch of miniatures. So, but yeah, and Wednesday nights she does a sketch live. But it's kind of it. Let me change my channel. Change my camera. there are a lot of channels that do a lot of different things, so you can't catch everybody's. Hey, Lisa. Thrifty said it's 10:09.
Hey, Lisa.
Pam, do you mind? Hey, Lisa. Do you mind if I drop my email?
No, that's fine. Go right ahead.
And the reason I'm asking is because after we play bingo at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, I don't do it through StreamYard and I don't do it on YouTube. I do it in a private Zoom room. But the first Friday of every month, we show a movie reel. Mm-hmm. And tomorrow night, we're showing Sweet Home Alabama. And if you want to come, movie. You have to email me and then I send you, the links for it. It does require 2 links because each link only, unfortunately, lasts an hour long. And that's so I can keep everything free. But anyway, so if I can drop my email, if anybody wants to come watch Sweet Home Alabama with us after bingo, they could.
I love that movie. I couldn't tell you how many times I've seen it. And how many times I'll be like, you got a baby.
Well, this is the 3rd one that we in the bar. I know. Yeah. This is the 3rd one that we've done. Our first month we did Fox and the Hound from Disney. Mm-hmm. And then last month we did a special night and showed Fox and the Hound too. And then last month we did E.T. And then tomorrow night we're doing Sweet Home Alabama.
Fun. So, and see, like Fox and the Hound, he's like, I'm a hound dog. I've never seen any of those movies. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Put him somewhere where Daddy doesn't need him anymore.
All right, y'all. I say it's close enough time to give y'all the answer to the question to the answer. Okay, so for those that are listening and lurking, I'm going to read the question for y'all again. Answer. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, so the category was American colleges and universities. And the answer was the 1862 Morrill Act gave states federal acreage to sell for school funds, leading to the creation of 69 of these. My answer, the first thing that popped in my head was scholarships. My final answer, I went with what are grants? The answer is question, whatever. So I don't know. I'm going to say between what y'all said and what I said, if we combine them, we almost have the correct wordage. According to the Jeopardy calendar, the question is, what are land grant colleges and institutions?
Okay.
So, I don't know if that became state universities. I don't know if that, I don't know if that is a thing for Google. I just type what the Jeopardy thingy has in the calendar. This is coming quite handy. This is what it works. If y'all want to know, if you want to cheat and get ahead, find you a 2023 Jeopardy day calendar. And then you too can learn all about it. All right, so y'all, somebody was asking for Cynthia's channel link. So if y'all would like to drop your channel link, we'll go ahead and do it. I know it's a little bit earlier than we normally do, but that is okay. Please only drop your channel link one time during the live. And the word is still be humble. That's BEE humble, all one word. And Mr. Nightbot should drop your channel link. Now, if you type it in at the same time as somebody else does, then he's going to drop two. He's only going to pick up the first one. So you may have to wait a minute or a couple of seconds and then type it in again. That's okay. So again, that word is be humble. There it is a little bit bigger. Let's see. Chris K says, how different would this look if you do not chain, turn, and do a stack double to start the row? I can do a stack double and we can see. I don't think it would look, let's see. If you do not chain and turn and then do a stacked double to start. See, now usually when I do my stacked double, I still chain, but I'll try it and see how it looks. I think it's going to look pretty well the same. I don't think it's going to look much different. But let's take a look, see. And there is Miss Lisa's channel, Lisa Knits and Vlogs. Let me scroll you up you do. And Miss Cynthia's. And there's Miss Jenny's. So Miss Rachel, go ahead and type it again. Looks like yours and hers came in at the exact same time. Mr. Nightbot grabbed Jenny's. And you may have already done that because, like I say, when y'all type something in chat on YouTube's side, it takes it apparently 2 minutes to get over to StreamYard because Rudy was saying 9:07 and it was 9:09. Hey, Crafty Annie.
Hey, Crafty Annie.
Hey, y'all. Dropping by to leave a thumb. Well, thank you much. All right, let me flip my camera right quick and show Miss Chris what it looks like. Okay, so that is what I did without chaining. This one I did not chain, and I did a stacked double.
I got a waffle.
So that looks pretty good, actually. Starting with the
it's a pretty color too, Nancy.
It's called Rust.
Looks very fall.
By Vanna's Choice. Wrong game because Vanna's from Wheel of Fortune, not Jeopardy. Did you see the whole new hostess?
Let's see. Miss Crafty Annie says, what are we learning? Lots of new techniques. We are learning the waffle stitch. The waffle stitch is what we're learning tonight. And now, I'm sorry, I totally interrupted you. What were y'all saying?
I said, did you see the new host of Wheel of Fortune?
Ryan Seacrest.
Yes. Does that guy ever sleep?
No.
Is he a robot?
He is a workaholic.
Miss Annie, I had this yarn out to make a pumpkin. And I said, I'm gonna just use this for the waffle stitch. So later you'll see a pumpkin made with this color. It was just handy.
Diane says, has anyone gotten the yarn from Dollar Tree, the new one? Which one?
The $5 ones? I know Miss Karen has.
My store doesn't have the $5 ones, but I don't have any. Mine is not a plus. It doesn't have a plus section. It's just still $1.25, and some stuff's $1.50. And Bridget says,
yeah,
for the
calendars.
week.
The calendars are $1.50 now.
Yep. Sleep is overrated. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. Get your sleep. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep this
Diane
week.
says 1 pound.
Oh, wow.
And Lisa says, Karen says, yes, she got 3 garnet, very soft. And Lisa McClure says, I did.
Is it a Premier or is it a Crafters? What is it? That's not what they call their yarn.
Is it Crafter Square?
Crafter Square.
It is a Crafter Square. Is that what they call their? Is that what they call their yarn?
I can't remember now. Karen says Premier.
I know they do Premier, and then I thought they had some Crafter Square.
Oh, Premier Basic. That's what. Yeah, I should have one in here. Okay, so it is a Premier. Oh, no, I have not. That's so. Is it a $5 one? Is that what you were? I'll have to check it out online because my store doesn't carry it. And I've been looking. Okay, so some of y'all in the chat or even on panel might know. I've tried to order stuff like have it shipped from the store. Okay, cool. Have it shipped have it shipped to the store. What used to never show me the option of ship to the store if it wasn't available to ship to the store. It would say not available. I pulled up something yesterday and it said I had to order the minimum of 14, which was fine. That's, but, and then it said ship to store for free. Estimated delivery date was like 12 or 9/14, I think. But it wouldn't let me click the button. It would only let me click ship to my house. So is that something new that they're doing? They're not saying ship to store unavailable. They're just graying it out. So you just like trickery. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. You can't really have it shipped to the store.
It's been a while since I ordered online.
Because I wanted to get something for a future Crafty Ladies live. And I was like, none of my stores had any in stock. So I was like, I'll just go ahead and order it. And then I'll just make a couple and, sell them at the craft fair if I can. But anyway, that was a bust, or unless they get some free shipping, because I don't want to pay however much shipping is going to be to get items that wouldn't normally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
That happened to me when I was doing a lot of tumbling tower block projects. Earl used to order the box and pick it up at the store.
Mm-hmm. See, and that's what I was going to do, because it showed me, it even gave me the delivery date. But then when I went to click on it, it wouldn't let me click on it. Just Yarn. Thank you, Chris K. That is the brand I was trying to think of.
And then one time, it wouldn't let me do the ship to store. I go, I've shipped to the same store several times for the same item.
And there's like certain items, yeah. So I don't know.
And then when the only way they will ship it is through UPS for $40.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, no, thank you. And that was when the blocks were $1. So I'm like, I'm gonna pay $36 for the box plus $40 for shipping.
Yeah. Bye, Lisa. She says, got to go.
Bye, Lisa.
And Lisa and Jenny both said, can't help me. Don't have a Dollar Tree. Lisa said, doesn't have one there. And Jenny said, not one in Sydney, Australia. Y'all need to get a Dollar Tree. Y'all got the Spotlight. It's not the same, but it's, that's the closest thing to some of the stores here. From y'all, Spotlight is the closest thing I think to like our Walmart. Crafty Annie said, the waffle stitch makes good dishcloths and washcloths. Yep, that's what I'm making with mine, is a washcloth.
I just, like I said, I just grabbed the yarn that I have here. It's acrylic. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it
makes a really warm shawl, scarf. You can use it in beanies too. Like if you didn't want to do a traditional brim, like front, back, post all the way around, you could do a waffle stitch. Ta-da. Okay, so let me make myself big. This is what it looks like if you do a stacked double in comparison. Okay. So this row and this row, I did the stacked double. So it does give you a nice straight edge.
You get less of, you don't get the little bumpy.
Mm-hmm. And then there's this one.
Because I was thinking
a tiny bit, but not much. So
I could have covered one of these up, but it's too short this way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too tall this way. Maybe I have I think I have some of the larger Folgers in the bathroom closet.
Let's see, Crafty Annie said she likes the stack double. It makes for a cleaner edge. And I've been doing the stack double on some of the stuff, but I had been doing a chain. I've been doing like the chain one and then doing my single crochet and then, doing the stacked. But Chris was saying, what would it look like if you didn't do a chain and you just did it? So that's what it looks like. So let me know when y'all are doing a stack double. Do you do no chain and then just go right into it? Or do you do chain one and then do it? Either way, if I do the chain one, I usually chain one and then I pull it so that it gets a little bit tighter than normal. Crafty Annie said she doesn't use a chain. She just turns and goes. All right, cool. I'll turn my camera back around.
There's another. That's the back side.
Cool.
And that's the front side. There we go. You need
let me switch.
The lighting to hit it just the right way.
Let me switch. That way you can show it off.
There she is. That's the waffle side.
Mm-hmm.
And then the back side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you see how that changed the color real quick when I did that?
I did. I did.
It's like, whoa. Oh, it's like it gets grayed out or something.
Oh, that's
the
pretty.
color. That's the color. not that one that it changes to. Look at that. That's why you can't trust what you see on screen.
Right, because it might not be what it appears to be.
Mm-hmm. So there's.
I think. What was it we were doing this? Oh, I was just using the stack double for the iris stitch.
Yeah,
but I had always done it doing a chain one and then, doing the single crochet and then doing another single crochet on top of that one to do the stack double. But I do like the way that looks. I may have to try it more like that. Just to see.
I'm gonna do one more row on this because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this. Plus, I wanted to make pumpkins with this.
Right. Well, I mean, you can always frog it back. Sometimes I do that. Like whatever y'all see on here, it doesn't actually become anything.
Well, I have all the little samples I've been making. I've been putting them in a bag. So who knows? Maybe I'll at one point put them together as a scrap project because they're all different sizes.
Well, my plan at the beginning of the year was I was going to do a washcloth in each of the stitches so that I would have a bunch of washcloths made.
I wonder
for craft show season.
This will be a weird because it's such a long repeat. For a headband.
Not well. I mean, if you took out, let's see, it'd be wide. You could do it ear warmer.
Oh, there we go, Miss Karen. See, Miss Karen helps me out.
Make it turn that into the pumpkin. Yes.
Yeah, so I can make it long enough to sew it in and then cinch the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
That'd be a pretty pumpkin.
Or you could do like I did and just don't do anything with it. Just leave it open. If I need toilet paper, I know where to go. And this stem, when Hobby Lobby had their had stuff on clearance, it's one of their strips of leather. It probably it smells good. It's like they're straight up leather. They had a bunch on clearance, so it was laying here, and I'm like, I need a stem, so I just rolled it up and shoved it in there.
So I'll make it as long as I want to, and then it'll stand up this way, and just cinch the top and cinch the bottom and put it up. And there's my pumpkin.
Yep.
So I won't be wasting my time, putting this aside and starting with something else. Yay! Thank you, Miss Karen.
So you'll have pumpkin and waffles. Well, y'all, I'm getting sleepy. It's been a long, long week. So we might have to cut out early, if that is okay with the panel, ladies.
I'm whatever you want to do, ma'am.
I'm just honored to be here.
I'm glad you came and joined us. Crafty Annie's heading out. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for popping in, Miss Crafty Annie. We'll at least wait until after the ads roll before we head out. But does anybody know if anyone else is going live, or does anybody in the chat or on panel want to go live? If so, we can do a raid over there. Just let me know in the chat. Or if y'all know of anybody that's live.
I'm going live tomorrow, so I don't need another live. And I'm going live on Saturday for the Crafty Ladies.
Yes, we do need to talk about that. So y'all, Crafty Ladies is going to be at Nancy's house this month, Saturday night at 6 Central, 7 Eastern. And we are going to be doing fall crafts. So grab your tumbling tower blocks because that's what we're going to be using this month. What will you need? Tumbling tower blocks, and I guess you could paint it after, or you can grab some paint, some acrylic paint.
Mr. Who Knows is going live in a few seconds.
Oh, Miguel's going live? Okay.
Yes. He has it scheduled for 10:29 p.m.
Okay, cool. Grady D says, enjoyed it. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Jenny says, glad to see us. Happy to be here and glad to meet you all. Yes, thank you, Jenny. Glad to see you back in chat.
Let me switch my camera so people can see my face. My faces.
I was gonna click the little zoom button, but I'm pretty sure like on the when there's 3, if you zoom it, it puts us all like right there. Chris or Karen says, what is the total of blocks we need? Oh, for the not many. You won't need many. If you have a box or a partial box, you'll be good. Let's see.
And in the description box of the live tomorrow, I added the supplies you need for each project.
One of them will need 18. Just because I had pieces parts laying here. Yeah. So check the description live tomorrow. I've shared it on my community tab, and so has Nancy, so y'all can get the link there, but to get to it quickly. And then you can see what blocks we need. And if anybody is interested in joining us as a guest, email either Nancy or myself. We only go live once a month, so just send us an email if that's something you might be interested in and crafting with us. Let us know. So everybody should be coming back from the ads. I don't have it open on the YouTube side. When I go live, I generally only have it open on the StreamYard side. So, but
hold on.
Thank you. You are welcome.
There you are. Let me check real quick.
But on my side, it's saying 9:31, so we should be back from ads. So,
well, I can't gauge that. We have premium.
Oh, because it would, yeah.
I don't have ads going right now.
Okay. All right. So then we should be good. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you so much to my panel ladies. Thank you, Miss Nancy and Miss Cynthia. It's so good to see you again. I'm so glad you came and joined us.
And Earl.
And the sometimes Earl. Go over here and find my little outro. All right, y'all. Miss Cynthia, hang out for just a minute. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for coming and hanging. Again, when this live ends, I will go back in and I'll add the link to Miss Nancy and Miss Cynthia's channel so that if you are catching the replay and you want to check out these lovely ladies' channels, you should be able to click in the description box and be able to get their links. Yeah, I think that's everything. Maybe. If I forgot anything, maybe I'll remember to tell you next week. We'll see. All right, y'all. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.
Bye, late.